DeAndre Hopkins, 85 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Manning to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively.
27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. A great rookie season for Barkley, over 1,300 rushing yards, 2nd in the NFL, 11 rushing touchdowns. Also a big asset in the passing game, 91 catches, most by a rookie in NFL history.
Yeah, second only to Christian McCaffrey in 2018, not counting the rookie status at all. How about 2,028 yards from scrimmage, which led the NFL, 15 total touchdowns. He ended up breaking 94 tackles. A lot of people said he didn't run inside. Oh, he did, and he broke those tackles and made plays downfield. And don't forget this about this guy. Those numbers would normally win Rookie of the Year going away. They'll be in a real battle with Baker Mayfield from Cleveland for that honor.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So, line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Manning. On the crossing route, complete. That's Shepard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Here's a give to Barkley. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A handoff to Barkley. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Manning. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll run with Barkley. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this Texans defense stands tall. As they get ready for this next drive, we shift our attention to a little Super Bowl conversation. The 3rd time that the Super Bowl, Charles, is going to be played in Atlanta, and the Patriots had 35,000 folks come out in Foxborough before departing for a little rally.
How about that? You would think that would be a fan base that might be a little bit blasé about the whole thing because they seem to go just about every year. But they continue to use their rallying cry. They hate us because they ain't us. And as for the game itself, February the 3rd, I can't wait. I'll be there to call the game internationally one more time. Just remember, this game is 17 years to the day since Super Bowl 36. Get this whole Patriots thing kick-started. Literally, Adam Vinatieri with a game-winning field goal. Patriots beat the Rams 20-17. Same franchise, different city. They were in St. Louis then.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. Miller with first down and more. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Watson now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 3 down. Richmond!
Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Well, Charles, it feels like Lamar Miller's been around the NFL forever, but he's still just going to turn 28 in April. Well, this past year, though, 973 rushing yards, good for 12th in the league.
And you know that he's capable of being a 1,000-yard runner year in and year out, save for some injuries and maybe utilizing the pass game a little bit more in Houston. 4.6 yards per carry is a healthy number, and that was his highest since 2014 when he was with the Miami Dolphins.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. He'll field this at the 5. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. CD, before this next drive gets going, the Pro Bowl took place January 27th in Orlando. Third year in a row that the AFC has won, and really the third year in a row where the weather in Orlando has not been too kind. It was ice cold 2017, and then downpours the last couple years.
Yeah, in addition to it being cool as well again this year, so rain and cold, that hurts the crowd a little bit, but still, this game has evolved into what I would call a crazier type NFL game. Quick whistles to make sure guys don't get hurt when there's tackling going on. How about receivers playing defensive back? Defensive backs like Jalen Ramsey catching touchdown passes. And to cap it all off, when they awarded the MVP trophy to, I believe, Patrick Mahomes, it broke.
Yeah, indeed, it was Mahomes, the MVP of the offense. Jamal Adams, MVP of the defense in the 26-7 AFC victory. Now Saquon Barkley finding room at the 30. And now the rookie's free. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 84 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. Rosas good with the extra point. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Well, the Houston Texans, as they come onto the field, obviously their offseason hit a little earlier than they wanted in January, making it to the playoffs, losing to Indianapolis. It was the first time that two AFC South teams had actually met in the playoffs when they squared off with the Colts.
And think about how the two of them began the year. Houston began 0-3. The Colts began 1-5. Yet they both finished so hot. The Colts down the stretch, 9-1 in their last 10. Houston 8-2, and end up meeting in the playoffs. And both of them ended up winning on the other team's home field. The Colts did it twice. Houston did it once.
But as you said several times, hard for Houston to be completely disappointed with the ending. They have a lot to build on for next year. Now Watson being chased out left. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw on second is Watson. And his throw here is incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Now it's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Watson on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a first down throw. Watson flushed out right. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
3 down. Richmond.
To the air yet again, Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans are in for 6. And this one through the uprights and good. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Corey Coleman, the 40, past the 20, 10.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Rosas now to add the PAT. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. They're going for it. It's Watson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Lamar Miller, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Come back, come back.
On 1st and 10, Watson escaping the pressure right. He's got Fuller. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Watson now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, it's Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. Going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Third and long. It's Watson. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans have broken the tie.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Giants set to get the football back, and they're coming off a 5-11 season. Now, look, that's an improvement from 2017, but still it's 8-24 the last 2 years. So, okay, you talked about earlier their need to get big guys up front to protect the quarterback. You got the number 6 overall pick in this next year's draft. Where are you going?
You would think that if you could get someone like a Quentin Nelson who went to the Colts last year, you would want to do that. But there's also a chance they can get their future quarterback with the number 6 pick. So you might have to go in that direction and then come back and get the big guys later in the draft. Sitting in that number 6 spot, they will have a good chance at getting one of the top quarterbacks in this year's draft.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. Oh, good move. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense a good chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Manning. It's caught. Shepard. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's go. Zebra.
Throwing on 1st down is Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Manning now to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On the run, it's Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Manning going to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Manning. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 1st down, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Well, the upcoming Super Bowl, so many storylines, but one that obviously grabs you. Sean McVay just turned 33 January 24th. Youngest coach ever to take a team to the Super Bowl. Double that age for Bill Belichick, who's 66. And, Charles, that's the largest gap between coaches in Super Bowl history.
Yeah, and when you think about it, obviously the age comes into play. But to me, it's more the experience. The number of times that the Patriots have gone to the Super Bowl with Belichick leading them versus Sean McVay's first time in the Super Bowl leading the Rams. Will that game experience come into play at all? But I do like this about Sean McVay. Raised in the game, raised up through the NFL system, no matter how young he might be. Remember, his grandfather was a head coach and a GM in the league. He gets it. He understands. I highly expect the moment to be just fine for him and not too big.
Hey, go 56. 27's to Sam. 27's to Sam.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. This is Barkley. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Manning. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Hey, go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A first down carry for Barkley. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Zebra.
Throwing now is Manning. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Manning. He finds Beckham complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They'll run with Barkley. And he showed some fancy footwork on the juke, but then quickly taken down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Hey, go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And he gets it down to the 32. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Manning now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On second down, here's Manning. That is incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Barkley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Manning. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal.
Zebra. Hey, go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam. Zebra.
Manning. The quick slant caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham from 6 yards away. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
They begin with a run by Miller. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Watson now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Miller. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll run it again with Miller. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Watson now to throw on 3rd down. And he finds his man Griffin. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41.
Back 22! Back 22! Richmond!
To throw is Watson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Watson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Again, it's Miller. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Reset!
Back to throw, Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans have broken the tie. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New York set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Saquon Barkley running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now Manning. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Zebra.
Now Manning, gotta have this one. That's to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. That'll bring up 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Room to run inside the 40. And a cutback, right sideline. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They keep it with Miller on first down. This time a spin. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a handoff to Miller. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's in for the touchdown! And in the final seconds, forget overtime, they just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. One final try now from Manning. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done.